Hey, thanks for joining us here on our 11th installment of Buster's Glitch Ass Gaming Podcast. I'm Tony Flowers, and I'm here, as usual, with my boy, my co host, my buddy, Oscar Warrior. What's up, dude?
Hello. I was looking at the camera very sussy. I will
Yeah, I
never,
didn't even see that.
I will never do that again. I promise.
Please, please. I don't know, somebody out there might have just gotten moist. Sound off in the
Moving on.
comments. Sound off in the comments if Oscar
Do
Warrior's
not,
gaze into the camera makes you moist. We want to
do
know.
not, do not. Let's talk about Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Wait, let's talk about, yeah, what is it? Okay, hold on.
I'm just kidding. Let's move on to the opening chat.
Yeah, because I was gonna say you do have Donkey Kong Bonanza listed in there among 1,400 other things. So please take it away. What's been? You have a pretty busy week going on here.
Yes.
Tell me about
I
it.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's been pretty busy. Just continuing on the home project business. It's not a business. I'm just doing home projects. This week we took the couch out of this room that's currently behind this green screen. It was taking up too much space, and we want to rearrange our desks in here. Me and my wife and I. Excuse me, grammar matters. Um, yeah, we gave it to my brother-in-law Carlitos, which is my wife's older brother. He took
Yeah,
it off
your
our hands,
brother-in-law.
dude.
Yes.
Getting it out of this room was a ginormous pain in the ass, bro. I don't know how me and her, because we did it by ourselves. We got it into this room by ourselves. It's a three-seater,
Right.
long boy. I don't
Single,
know
like it's
how we
one
did it.
piece, right? You couldn't
Yeah,
like take it.
you
Okay.
can't take apart like the seats individually. Like it's all solid one piece. You can take the backs off and like part of the armrest you can take off, but that's it. Everything else is like you would have to disassemble it. Yeah, it would have just taken too much work for the amount of time that we had. So like we just had to like finagle it somehow out of the room, and we ended up destroying our molding for the door.
Really? Oh
Yeah, we
no,
left
man.
some pretty big gashes in the wood. It's bad.
Oh no.
So we bought wood filler, I think yesterday, to hopefully patch some of that out and just paint over it really quick. Because we
You know,
are eventually going to change the molding. What were you saying?
I didn't want to cut you off at all. I was gonna say that this is just a theory, but I think that it's probably harder to get it out than in, because when you brought it in, you like the house was empty basically, like you were just,
Pretty much.
and now you had to kind of maneuver around all your other stuff. No,
Hmm.
so maybe that adds to the difficulty setting of getting a couch out of a room that was once empty.
Yeah, we were ecstatic though when we got it out because it kind of just like it was stuck, but we were so close to getting it out that I gave it one final push and it literally just right into the hallway, and then from there it was a breeze to like load it up onto the truck and get it to his place.
Yeah, whose truck were you using? Because I don't think either one of you guys have trucks.
No, we borrowed my mother-in-law's truck, her Ford F-150.
Bitchin', bitchin'.
Yeah, and then yeah, from there it was a breeze. We got it into Carlos's place pretty easily, and he has it there currently. Um, what else did I do? Did I mention in last week's episode that I did the drywall thing where I ran?
Yeah, a little bit of, yeah. Last week it was a work in progress.
Oh, yeah, we finished it this week then.
Very nice.
It wasn't too big. The tool that I was talking about where it's like the long tube that you can kind of pass through behind the wall,
Mm-hmm.
through the insulation. That made it much easier to get the cabling through. That insulation was a ginormous pain in the ass to deal with though, because it broke off into really small pieces and it was floating around in the air. So
Was
we
it
had to like wear.
fiberglass?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it was asbestos-based insulation. I'm not gonna lie, because I did some research into it, and our house was built. Technically, I'm not wrong, but it was built in 1979, and the cutoff year I believe was 1980.
Oh
So
man.
I'm sure that shit's asbestos, but yeah, it broke off into like really fine particles that were like floating around in the air, and it got into our I think it got into Tanya's eye. She's good now, but her eye was like irritated for the rest of the day. But she washed out.
Wonderful.
She had to like wash it multiple times, and yeah, like so we're never messing with anything like that ever again, hopefully. Because yeah, it just irritated the hell out of our skin afterwards. Like I got a rash on my arm, like right here. It's
That
gone now, but
that gives me hope that it was just fiberglass then, because
yeah.
I know that fiberglass insulation is pretty common. I don't know in terms of years and all that, but I don't recall asbestos being much in terms of skin a skin irritant, because I think they used it as the snow in the Wizard of Oz,
Oh yeah, you're right.
and like they just blew a shit ton of it all over all the actors, and they weren't sitting there complaining about itching afterwards. I don't think, but they're all dead.
Oh,
No. I don't know. So yeah, I think I think it was probably
probably
fiberglass.
fiberglass then.
If it
God
was,
bless.
yeah. Oh, dude, yeah, I can't imagine getting that
God,
in your fucking
God bless.
eye.
God bless the builders. Then yeah, um,
I
yeah,
hope
it
I'm
was
right.
really irritating. It was very irritating. We had to wear gloves and like the face mask and everything, bro.
Oh yeah,
And we,
dude.
thankfully, I had glasses. I didn't get shit in my eyes, but Tanya had the unfortunate, um, I don't know the word. It escapes me, but yeah,
She
she was
got it.
unfortunate enough to get a little bit in her eye. But like I said, she's good now.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, that sucks. I've got some fun little stories about fiberglass, bunch of different situations. I used to actually work directly with it a lot, so it was one of those situations where it was a warehouse and they had no cooling system in there, so we were kind of at the mercy of whatever it was outside, whatever the weather was. This was in Arizona, by the way, so if it was hot as balls outside, it was hot as balls inside. And when you're working directly with this shit, you need to kind of cover up. So it's either I'm going to wear shorts and a t shirt and go home miserable, itching like a motherfucker,
Mhm.
or I'm going to put sleeves on, gloves on, mask on, hoodie,
Jeans.
whatever the fuck, and risk heat stroke. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, that job fucking sucked. I hope
I
that place
bet,
burned
bro.
to the fucking ground, dude.
With
Anyway.
insulation, I doubt it. Most of that stuff is fire retardant, so probably
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, I think you're right. But yeah.
But yeah, I hope it wasn't asbestos. I've never gotten my house tested for it before.
You know what's funny is when you were removing the popcorn shit from the ceiling, you said the same thing. You were like, "Yeah, I think it was probably asbestos." And it's like, dude, fucking, you need to stop doing that. Just stop fucking with the house. Leave it alone. If it's made out of asbestos from top to bottom, you just need to stop.
Yeah, I think so. Because there's a lot of shit I want to do to the house, but I might just have to paint over the popcorn ceiling. Like
I
we
thought
have
you got rid
popcorn
of a
ceiling
bunch of it, didn't you?
in the master room. We did get rid of it,
Oh,
but
okay.
like you're saying, I probably shouldn't risk it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do instead. Is just paint over it, insulate
Nah,
it even more.
I'm just giving you shit if you like it. I mean, if you want to do something with your house, it's your fucking house, man. Do whatever you want. Don't listen to me. I'm just fucking around.
It wasn't that hard to get rid of it, like from the ceiling when we did the master room. It was actually quite easy, because you just like spray it, and it becomes like really like with water, and it gets really soggy. So that way,
Huh.
when you scrape it off, it all comes off in like a big chunk.
Yeah, it's probably really satisfying, huh?
Yeah, it was super satisfying. Really
Sh-
easy. Really, really easy.
They should make a popcorn ceiling remover simulator video game. I would
They
play
should.
that.
I wonder if it. I found this game the other day called House Flipper.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I've heard of
wonder.
that one.
I wonder if that's a thing in that game. Like you run into a mission where it's like the house is just full of asbestos ceilings, and you have to like cover wall to wall with like fucking those plastic drapes
Yeah, and you
or the
have to
plastic
remember to put
covering.
on your PPE or you get cancer.
Yeah, 50 years in the future.
Yeah.
I think I think for asbestos, it takes a long time for it to be.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think they
Yeah,
realized that that was a cancer causing agent until way the fuck down the line.
yeah, because they started in the 20s and they stopped in the 80s. So yeah, it took a long fucking time.
Crazy, dude.
But
What's
uh,
this other shit I'm seeing here? It says you've been learning Japanese in preparation for a future trip to Japan.
Yes. Thank you for getting me off the topic of asbestos because I could have gone for hours talking about that shit.
Yeah, I would have been just sitting here nodding along the way, just asbestos, yes, of course.
Yeah, because Tanya is becoming, she's a resident currently, and she's going to be a citizen soon, and like less than a week. So
Fuck yeah,
the first,
congratulations, Tanya.
yes,
That's
um,
awesome.
when she finally becomes a citizen, her dream has always been to just travel to Japan. So we're going to do that immediately as soon as we can. And so,
Dude, nice. You have a time of the year all figured out and everything too?
no, we're still planning stuff, but we want to do it sooner than later.
Oh, dude, yeah, plan, man, plan.
Mhm.
Tarv is really great at planning trips, so maybe talk
Yeah,
to him.
bro.
Maybe he's got some good advice.
He's been all over Europe.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's been around and like trips that he's taken that I would have guessed cost tens of thousands of dollars. He's like, nah, dude, like maybe three. And I'm like, get the
Yeah,
fuck out of here. You just saw
yeah,
like
it's not that.
five different countries. And he's like, yeah, dude, you
So,
just gotta plan it.
yeah, surprisingly, it's. I don't think it has the potential to be that expensive. At least the way like we're planning stuff, Japan doesn't seem that expensive. The only thing that is going to be a large part of your cost is just the plane ticket.
Right, right.
Mm.
Um,
And
and
then
also
any
you
nick.
don't want to go out there with your thumb up your ass and just you kind of want to have a plan, right? Like schedule your trip. You know, like
Yeah, an
like we're gonna
itinerary.
be. Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, yeah. You know. So
Snort.
you're learning the how do you say that, the hiragana alphabet?
Yeah. So that's like the very basic one that they teach to children, the two children.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so right now I'm starting with hiragana, and then I think there's katakana, and then there's the Japanese kanji, which is the one that you see most frequently, with like the really crazy like symbols that kind
Yeah,
of look
yeah.
like little houses. Um, so yeah, I have a long way to go, but
So when you
yes, I
say
am
you're
currently working.
but when you
Mhm.
say you're learning it, like are you learning how to like
Reading, writing,
reading and writing? Okay, cool.
yeah.
Pronunciation too?
Hmm.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, reading, writing, pronunciation, and then eventually I'll get to vocabulary and then grammar rules, stuff like that.
That's fucking cool, man. I always thought like if I were going to travel to another country, you're doing it the right way. Like plus that's awesome. Like learning another language if you can, as much as you can. Even basics would be awesome, but I always thought like if I were to go to somewhere like Japan, I probably am too lazy to put in that kind of work and I would just get one of those t-shirts that have like the universal symbols for everything you can think of, to where like
Mhm.
if I needed to go to the bathroom real quick and I had no idea where it was, I could just kind of like, flag down somebody and just point to the shitter on my t-shirt,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. The word that translates to shitter,
Yeah, or
and
it's
they want
like
to know.
yeah, it's like just universal symbols for everything, like for an airport or a hospital or
Mhm.
a little, the eating utensils in a plate. It's just like, hey, I want to eat. I'm hungry. Like, help me find a good place to eat, kind of thing. Just kind of point to your shirt, and they're like, oh yeah, blah.
Go this way. Yeah,
Or then
and
they're
that's the
or
nice.
or
Oh,
then they'll be like, oh, you don't know the language, so I can sit here and fucking like rob you. I don't
yeah, right. In Europe, you go to Rome, you just get pickpocketed.
know.
Americans are just what that was an issue I think during the Olympic Games, right, in France.
Oh, I don't know. I thought they were like the
People were getting
Olympians.
pickpocketed.
Oh, I don't remember hearing about that. I might be thinking of the wrong thing, but I could have swore like one of the most recent Olympic games, the Olympians were actually set up in some really, you know,
Shitty hotel rooms.
yeah, like really
Yeah,
shitty, really shady.
with
Like they,
cardboard frame like beds
I am
and shit
thinking
like
of the
that, and
right
no
thing, huh?
AC. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
remember
yeah,
them
yeah.
getting
You're right.
pickpocketed too. That's crazy. Poor
Oh yeah,
bastards.
tourists were getting pickpocketed a lot
Uh,
in
wow,
France.
awesome.
The only reason I remember that is because there was a really funny story of an instance where some American guy got pickpocketed, but he noticed and he grabbed the assailant and threw him down a flight of stairs or
Did it
something like that.
did it kill them?
No, he just kind of
Oh,
like pushed him around, like he wasn't gonna take that shit, so he like beat him up basically.
fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, and everybody was like, they stood up in applause. Yeah, because if you're gonna do shit like that, like if you're gonna steal people's stuff like right in front of their faces, that's kind of the consequence.
Yeah. Well,
Expect
how
to be thrown down a flight of stairs.
what's your current like skill level on this alphabet? Do you feel pretty confident in it yet, or are you still just kind of getting your toes wet,
I'm still
dipping
just
your
kind of getting my toes wet. There's
I think that's
46
the
letters, I believe, within the alphabet of hiragana.
uh
So far, I've only learned 20, like
you're on
by
your way,
memory.
man.
Like I can recall them by memory and like recognize them pretty easily. So I'm
Would you
halfway
like
there.
would you like to really quickly impress me with their pronunciations? Can you sing half of the hiragana alphabet for me real quick? Is there a song?
No, there's no song. I'm just learning.
What the
What is that?
fuck?
Mnemonics? That's like mnemonics, right? How most people learn the alphabet, like English alphabet,
I don't
is
know.
with the song.
I don't know.
No, I'm just learning them raw. I'm raw dogging that shit, dog.
Okay. This isn't a Duolingo situation that you're fucking with?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
don't like. I'm not much of a fan of Duolingo. I'm doing it the old-fashioned way with like digital flashcards.
Oh, okay. Right on. Right on.
Yeah, I'm using Anki.
Nice. Nice.
Hmm. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got on my plate.
Oh.
What about you, brother? How was your weekend?
It was okay. Today is much better than the rest of the week. My like I tweaked my fucking back like a week ago today. Right. I told you. I don't think I mentioned it on the podcast though. It was right before we started recording. I had just gotten out of the shower and started drying off, and I leaned down, and all of a sudden I felt this, like right above my ass cheeks, and I was
Huh?
like, really, really, that's it, you know? And it's
Yeah.
one of those situations where like now it's fine. It's a little tender. I was doing a lot of stretching, taking ibuprofen, little heat pads, light massage. Chelsea's been really nice. I got kind of stuck like a turtle the first day that
Mhm.
happened, and I was so lucky she was there. I was changing my pants or something, and I thought it was a great idea to just lay down on the bed while I took my
Oh.
pants off and put the new ones on, and I immediately realized I fucked up. I was like a turtle. I was stuck. I was like, "Oh no." And I was like moaning and like calling out for her, and she had her headphones on in the bathroom, but eventually she heard me and she came out and just
Mhm.
helped me sit back up, dude. It was miserable. Um but yeah,
Really?
yeah, it was bad, but like when I was at work, you saw I was walking around at work with my ass all propped out.
Yeah. You had
You did a
it
really
wasn't
good impression.
it wasn't that noticeable, but I will say I could tell you were walking a bit funny those couple
Yeah.
days.
I hurt my back. I didn't get
Mm.
pegged.
It it's always crazy that back injuries like that always happen with like the most ridiculous things. It's never actually when you're like
Yeah. Yeah, no
it's
no
always the
joke.
odd movements that get you.
Yeah, it was so weird cuz yeah, we're at work fucking hauling freight 20 like the whole time, and
12 hours a day.
12 hours a day, and then, I get home, I get out of the shower and just lean over, and it's just like, "Nope, that's it. You fucked up." And
Sure.
granted that was our last day off of the week, and
Mm,
I remember the days prior I was pretty sedentary, so I
mm,
didn't really exercise or do much moving around, so that was my own fucking fault. But yeah, so I feel a
No,
lot better today. A lot better today.
yeah, that's
Um,
good, man.
yeah.
Yeah, because you were pretty miserable those 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure even if you watch or even if you just like super fast forward last week's episode,
Mhm.
I'm kind of shifting around in the chair like a lot.
Trying to
I
get comfy,
Yeah, it
comfy,
was it was
comfy.
hard, man, cuz yeah, after sitting for so long in one spot, it was just like it was really bad, dude.
Mhm.
But yeah, much better now. Much better. So, yeah,
Good.
stretch people. Fucking and I just turned 38, so I know I'm relatively young still. If I died right now, people would be like, "Oh, he was so young."
Mm.
For all you bastards calling me old. And I'm talking about my personal friends. You guys are always talking to me like I'm a fucking boomer or something. Um, but damn it, I'm young. If
Me.
I died right now, you'd be like, "Oh, he was so young. He had
He
so
was
much life
so
ahead of him."
young.
I w-
Uh,
I'm not at that age yet where when I die, people are just like, "I mean, what else was he gonna do?"
Yeah.
Like, of course he died. That's what he does at that point in life. You
That's what
die.
you do when you're that old, you know? Exactly.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's get into talking about video games and video game
Video games.
related
That's
things.
enough about our lives.
I'm gonna say that every time now. Just video games, video
Video
game
game
related
related things.
things. That's it. Let's do this. All right, let's jump to the
Okay.
download. Let's see. Number one. That's you, brother.
Okay. Number one, on July 28th, 2025, Xbox officially confirmed that a playable demo of Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at their Gamescom booth from August 20th to the 24th in Cologne. I hope
Yep.
that's how you pronounce it.
Yep. Cologne, Germany.
Cologne, Germany. Fans can try the demo on PC and the new ROG Xbox Ally X. God, I hate that name.
Me too.
Handheld. It's fucking awful, bro.
It is.
Uh,
Xbox is so bad with their fucking naming conventions when it comes to their handheld. I'm sorry. When it comes to their excuse me,
their
hardware.
consoles. Yeah.
Terrible.
With Team Cherry remaining steadfast in their before holiday 2025 release window for all major gaming platforms. How do we feel about Silksong? I want them to drop a date already, bro. They keep hyping it up.
Yeah. I mean, it was originally announced. I had to look this up, but it was Valentine's Day, 2019. So it was announced like fucking 6 years ago at this point.
Been a while, yeah. Like, just give us the release date already. Goddamn.
Yeah, they're like I appreciate the fact that they're not, they're not settling on a date yet, but they're confident that it's gonna be this year. They're probably just polishing it up, getting rid of some bugs, and just getting it ready for 1.0, just to try to make it as good as possible. It's probably done, but they're just in the polishing
They're refining
phase.
the little details. Yeah.
It has to be,
It has
because
to be.
they're
I mean, from the
so.
trailers that like they've showed, it looks pretty good.
Oh yeah,
Like
it
it
looks amazing.
solid, even from the trailers. Yeah.
Yeah. I personally really loved Hollow Knight, but it got really difficult for me at some point in there. I want to say halfway through, but I think it was before that because I'm a little bitch. But I kind of lost interest because it got too hard for me.
Mhm.
But it was beautiful. I love dude, I love the adorable aesthetic. Everyone's a bug, and like I love that. I love the music. The art style was gorgeous, and all the different little biomes that I had visited, the little enemies and everything. The boss fights were fun. Yeah, I really liked it. I don't know if I'm gonna buy Silksong maybe down the line, but I haven't even really fucking finished Hollow Knight, and I don't think I ever will, cause I remember looking up the map, because I was just kind of curious, and it's fucking massive, dude. Massive.
Yeah, it's a big adventure game.
Very, very big, dude. So I don't know if I'm ever gonna finish that one, but I have it on the Switch, so maybe one of these days I'll get back around to it because it really was beautiful. Music's awesome, aesthetic, very beautiful. Whatever, I keep saying that. But yeah, I looked it up whether or not this demo that's gonna be going on for Silksong at Gamescom would be available to the masses, and apparently not. So if you want to get your hands on this game, you're just gonna have to wait until.
Fly yourself out to Cologne, Germany.
Exactly, fly your ass out to Cologne, Germany, or just buckle up and wait a couple more months, few more months.
Yeah.
So sometime this year. But yeah, what's your gut feeling on this one? Like, do you think that the demo is a sign that the release is truly imminent, or do you think that they might? I think they only delayed it the one time, but do you think they might delay it again?
Hopefully not. It does, like we were saying before, it does look like it's pretty much in a finished state. They're probably just refining out like the little details.
Mm-hmm.
They do say holiday 2025, so they still have time technically until when do the holidays start?
I want to say November, December,
right?
January, but I think they
Yes. So
said
probably
before, so they're probably aiming for October.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say September. I'm predicting September.
That would make a lot of people happy.
Yeah. But other than that, I don't have anything to say about Silksong. Just we got to be patient. Personally, the game looks cool. I'm not too excited. I'm holding my expectations pretty low, but
Really?
I hear good things from because I never really played Hollow Knight that
Oh,
much.
okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the first one, but Silksong looks cool.
Yeah, if you like Metroidvanias and you don't mind the difficulty spike, that's what I'm gonna call it. I don't know if it was very hard for a lot of people, but I felt it got really difficult. But if you don't mind any of that, it's very good, man. Very, very good. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, I didn't get
Um,
very far with it because I owned the first game. I didn't get very far into it.
Same reason? Did it just kick your ass like it did me?
No,
Or
I
you just
just kind of lost interest. I think something else just took my priority away.
I got you. All
Yeah,
right. Well,
but I
let's
think
move on then.
yeah, let's move on.
Okay. All right. Number 2 at San Diego Comic-Con 2025, God of War showrunner Ronald D. Moore provided a promising update on the Prime Video series, confirming it's now in the scripts phase. With game director Cory Barlog closely involved. The adaptation will focus on the Norse era of Kratos and Atreus, aiming to capture the game's spirit rather than being a scene-for-scene remake, with filming projected to begin in 2026 for the 2-season ordered series. All right, here's the big question, brother.
Gee,
Who's playing Kratos?
Pedro Pascal. I'm calling it right now. It's gonna be Pedro Pascal.
I'm glad you didn't let me down. I thought you were gonna say something funny. I just had no idea who.
Mm,
The
yeah,
Rock.
because
It
I see him in yeah right yeah, bro. Imagine if it's The Rock. I kind of want the voice actor for the Norse God of War games to be Kratos in the
yeah.
series.
What's
I
the
know he would
Christopher?
look nothing like him,
Oh,
but the
but at least the
voice,
But yeah, if it's live action, they're not gonna get Christopher
no.
Judge, I think is his name. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
excellent voice for Kratos. I don't
yeah.
recall the fellow who played him in the original trilogy, but he was awesome too. But yeah, he had that more like
It was great.
angry, kind of like screaming from the top of a mountain, kind of pissed off. Whereas
Mhm.
Christopher Judge had that very don't fuck with me, kind of like, but I'm not, kind of vibe to his voice. I love that. It's just very intimidating without
More of a
being very
calm
showy.
rage.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, dude, I remember once upon a time. I don't know if it was a movie or if this thing has just been kind of being tossed up for so long at this point, but a long time ago, I remember talking about a movie or a show for God of War, and I remember I had seen a show called Prison Break. Have you ever heard of that show?
Mm-mm. I'm not
There was
familiar with it.
one of the main guys in Prison Break. I looked it up. The actor's name is Dominic Purcell. He had that Kratos look to him. Like I was like,
Mm.
dude, that guy could be fucking Kratos. And I still stand by that. I think, now he's much older, so he would totally fit the vibe of the modern Norse Kratos also. Um yeah, he was in Prison Break. That's the guy who comes to mind. I think he would be
Yeah,
awesome.
I see it.
Um
I'm looking at him right now. Yeah, I could see it.
Kind of has that Kratos vibe to him, doesn't he?
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
give him like a full beard. Yeah, and he could be Kratos for sure.
Yeah, he kind of has that Greek look to his face, that structure and everything. So, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think you have my vote, Dominic. My vote,
Dominic
if it
Purcell.
matters. Yeah, Dominic Purcell, man, you should be Kratos. You should go for it, man. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's still acting or if he doesn't give a fuck or anything, but I don't know. He has my vote. I'm kind of optimistic about this project, especially since Barlog is involved. Because like
Two
when you
two
look,
seasons too.
yeah, they already got 2 seasons, but if they're only in the scripting phase, then
Okay,
they
wait, wait.
don't, yeah, they don't really have anything but maybe a concept, and the
Mhm.
concept is the video game, and the video game was excellent, and it's beloved. Um, since Barlog is involved in it, like Neil Druckmann was involved in HBO's Last of Us, and um, and Todd Howard was involved in Fallout. Like those two turned out really good, at least in terms of The Last of Us. The first season made for some really good TV. Second season, like the second game, were kind of a little more uh, uh, divisive. Is the word I'm looking for. But yeah, so the fact that they're saying it's not a 1-to-1 remake, neither was The Last of Us, and that one turned out great. Like the little changes that they made to the show were actually really good. I really enjoyed the show.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I kind of stand by the idea that old, games to TV or movies curse. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah.
games don't make good TV or movies. Like that isn't really valid anymore.
Mhm.
Based on just those few exceptions right there. Then the Mario movie, the Sonic movies are apparently really good. I haven't seen those,
Mhm.
but
I think if they just stay true to the source material, it has
yeah,
potential to be like when you get really fucking crazy with like the concept and like try to change things around it. I don't think it works out well
no,
too
I
much. But
I
that
agree.
I- actually that's not a good argument though, because the Mario movie wasn't really anything. It was its own story, and it
It
wasn't
had
really
to be.
connected to anything. But it was. But it had all the elements of the games encapsulated within the movie. You know.
Yeah, 100%, dude. 100%.
Mm.
So yeah, like they were saying, it's not going to be a 1-to-1, but most like they're going to make little tweaks and little changes probably the same way that they did with The Last of Us.
Right.
And I know that you haven't played the game, right? The Last of Us?
No.
Okay. Um I absolutely adore the first game. It's one of my all-time favorites. Played it many, many times. I know it like the back of my fucking hand. And the show was definitely not 1-to-1, but yeah, the changes and the additions that they made were really good. I didn't have really one or two little moments where I was just like, could have done without that. But
Mm.
some really good shit for the most part. Season one. But yeah, are you looking forward to this project? Are you interested in this project at all? Does it have like
It
any
does sound
any
pretty
any space?
interesting to me. Um, I'll keep my expectations low for now.
Yeah, yeah, good
Right.
idea.
Especially now because it's like still within the early phases. I'd like to hear more about it. Just
Yeah.
kind of keep my eyes out and my ears open for it. But yeah, right now just expectations are low until I see more things from it.
Yeah, totally. Once they start filming, casting, we'll probably have more to say about it. But yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, yeah.
Hope they do good.
It's good news that the game director Corey Barlog is what's the word,
Well, the fact that
involved
he's involved,
in
yeah,
in the project. Yeah, is a good sign.
that's his baby, man. I don't think he's gonna let them fuck it up, man. So
Hopefully
yeah,
not.
I have just because he's involved, I have a lot more faith in that than let's say their Amazon Prime's Lord of the Rings series. I was just like, I don't see that going very well. The production value was really good, but in terms of the show itself, I lost interest so fast, man. It was just kind of
That's a shame.
yeah, because I love the Lord of the Rings, man. Great shit. But
Mhm.
but anywho, I don't know. I'm ready
Shall
to
we
move
move
on
on
from
to
this.
our third point?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll look forward to more of
Uh,
this.
all right. Next for number three, we've got Nintendo released firmware update 20.3.0 on Monday, July 28th. The notes are the old familiar general system stability improvements to enhance the user's experience. Yay, stability. Can I get a let's fucking go?
Let's fucking go. Stability.
Stability for dramatic
User
effect.
experience.
Very nice. Good job, Nintendo.
Yeah, dude, dead
Uh,
ass. Always need that stability. Feeling a
not
little
much.
unstable here.
And a little stir crazy.
Yeah.
Not much to that bad boy. Should we move on to number four?
Yeah, I was gonna say there were a couple of other updates. Like there was one for Claire Obscure that I didn't
See.
throw in there, and there was also one for I want to say Mario Kart World that I didn't throw in there because they popped up so. I want to say it was yesterday morning, and I
Yeah,
was in the
it was
I was
pretty recent.
yeah, I was just like putting my notes and stuff together for the episode, and I was just like, don't keep fucking adding to it. Just kind of maybe make a mention of it. So that's me making a mention of it. Claire Obscure gets an update. Mario Kart World gets an update.
Gets an update, you sure?
Stability. I don't know. Probably bug fixes and all kinds of shit. But anyways,
Stability for instability.
give me some of that. Crush that up and snort it. All right, number
Put it in
4.
my drink.
It sounded like you said put it in my dick, but you said
No.
drink, right? Yeah.
Yeah, my twink.
You had to wink. All right. Number 4, Lego and Nintendo have unveiled a new near one-to-one scale brick-built replica of the classic 1989 Game Boy, now available for pre-order at $59.99, with shipping beginning October 1st of this year. This 421-piece set features authentic details, including a D-pad and buttons. I don't think they work. But plus interactive elements like swappable screens that display iconic Super Mario Land or The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening scenes, alongside brick-built game cartridges that slot into the model.
Oh,
I just wanted to throw that in there because it's so cool looking. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I know we briefly discussed on this week's Disguster episode that that like the Lego Star Wars sets were always really cool, and I gotta hand it to Nintendo as well. Like the Lego Nintendo sets are fucking awesome. I really like those.
Yeah, I enjoy anything Lego does, bro. And so does Tanya. Tanya's like slowly developing a hobby for building Lego sets.
Oh, dude, yeah. They're fucking expensive, but like if you have the space for it, they're so much fun, and it's so cool to see them come together. Very intricate.
Addicting.
Oh yeah, very very addicting.
Very
dude.
addicting. Model kits, yeah. Just model kits.
You see that with that? I think it was one of the first ones that they dropped. It was the NES console with the TV, and like you can like turn a little crank or something, and you see like Mario. It's so fucking cool, man. Oh, I love that. I love that. I'll never have it, and I don't want it because it's yeah. There's no fucking way. I even saw like a Mario on Yoshi from Mario World. It was over at Barnes and Noble. I was over there picking up the 5th book in the Expanse series, and I saw that behind the counter. It was just like Mario on Yoshi, and it was just it was just cool. Even the little play sets are cool. Like when Nintendo and Lego first started doing that thing, and they had like the little Mario where like
it has like a little flag and then maybe like the hill in the background.
Yeah, they did like Bowser's Castle and all that crap, and like Mario has a little digital screen on his chest or something that like plays little sounds and shit. Super cool, man. I love that crap.
Agreed.
Love it. But yeah, just wanted to throw that in there because it's cool. So, but we can. If you got nothing, yeah, exactly. Video game related things. All right. Anyways, whenever you're ready, I guess we can move on to the release radar.
Let us move on to the release radar. For our first release, we have Horror Inc. Horror Incorporated. The official owner of the Friday the 13th franchise confirmed at San Diego Comic-Con 2025 that a new sequel game is officially in development. Details remain scarce at this time, but the beloved horror series will also see a new film as part of the expanding Jason universe. This serves as a fresh start for the franchise in gaming, free from the licensing disputes that impacted its predecessor. Very cool.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Were you ever a fan of Jason Voorhees or the Friday the 13th franchise outside of video games? Have you tried the video game, any of that stuff?
Yeah, I love the old slasher films, bro. It's usually the first film in the franchises that are good, and then like the sequels are kind of shit.
Oh, dude, they're all shit if you go back and watch them. But like, I guess they were the first one, especially like you said, product of its time. It was
absolutely.
It was revolutionary and it was so cool. But like, yeah, you go back and watch it, you really got to kind of put yourself in that mindset, where it's just like,
yeah, I'm a fan of the Halloween films myself.
The original ones.
Yeah.
No, I agree. If I had my choice, I would probably say Halloween 1 and 2 over anything else. Yeah, when it comes to those old school slasher films, those are awesome. yeah, some.
Alien is not thrown into that mix, is it?
I don't
No,
think so, but if it were, then yeah, that would take the cake then.
that would be my number one. Yeah, the Alien films.
100%.
Honestly, I think all of them are really good. I don't think there's been a single bad like Alien film.
Alien Resurrection was pretty shit, but it was funny. Like I was a kid when I saw that. I think that was the first Alien movie I saw, and I used to get a kick out of that scene. It's supposed to be like really really like heart wrenching, like tugging at your heartstrings, where that fucking like failed experiment is laying on the table going kill me, and I just used to
Oh,
laugh my ass off at that scene because I was such an asshole. And then she killed it in like the worst way possible. Like I didn't say burn me to death, let me feel it like terrible for the next 5 minutes before I finally die. Like fucking
yeah.
maybe just fucking bullet to the head would have been great. Thanks, asshole. But
Probably just burned it because of the fucking acid blood bullshit.
yeah, I don't know, man. Like if I
Did you do
told someone to
anything to
kill
like?
me, I'm not
Yeah,
asking them to flay me alive. You know what I mean? like
yeah,
like okay, let me just peel all your fucking skin off real quick. I got you,
yeah.
bro.
Like
I'll kill
don't
you.
don't scalp me. Put a bullet in my brain for Christ's
Yeah,
sakes.
make it quick, please. I've been
Yeah.
suffering. I don't need to suffer any further. But anyways, yeah, that's
J-
off topic, I guess.
For the Jason, I mean, it kind of fits in.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
For this Jason, for this new game and movie, are they releasing like side by side each other?
I don't think
Or
so. I don't think that was the idea or the intention behind the announcement. I think they're just letting everyone know that you know there's a new Jason universe happening that's going to be um, kind of like video games, movies, maybe a oh yeah, there is a show too, the Camp Crystal Lake. I don't
Mhm.
remember who's doing it, but it's supposed to I think revolve around young Jason and his mom maybe before he dies.
Some backstory
Yeah, yeah, some
before the
backstory
tragedy
cuz
happens.
yeah, cuz everybody needs that. I always feel like that kind of ruins serial killers like that are just like immortal fucking just killing machines. It's like don't tell me
Yeah,
how he's able to do all that crap, you know? I don't know.
yeah.
It
Just give
kind of
me
takes away
more.
from the mystique.
I think so.
But whatever they do, it's up to them. They like the licensing disputes that they were talking about. Like I had to look into that. I didn't realize that um, the Friday the 13th game that was kind of it was competing with like Dead by Daylight. Excuse me, and it was kind of like in that same. I haven't played it, but I think someone gave it away for free. I don't remember if it was PlayStation Plus or Epic or
Sounds
some.
like an
Excuse
epic
me,
game to me.
but like it was kind of in that Dead by Daylight style where one person is playing Jason and then everyone else is trying to either kill his ass or get away from him. And I guess it was like it was really buggy and unbalanced. It was kind of like mixed upon release, but a lot of people really liked the ideas in there. And
Mm.
then the legal battle over the rights to the franchise basically stopped the game from getting any additional content and ultimately led to its death. Um,
Mm.
so
Yeah, I don't remember
hopefully,
hearing about this.
yeah, I had to look into it. I didn't remember much of that. I just remembered there was a Friday the 13th game, and Dead by Daylight is still going on and still going really strong. They keep having
Very strongly.
yeah, little player spikes every time they add some new killer, or
Brand new
they added,
killer.
or like they added Nicolas Cage as a survivor. Or whatever. Like whenever they do shit like that, it gets little spikes in player base. So that's cool. But that should be something that these guys now focus on. Like get it right this time at launch
Mm.
with the new game. It like get it in a better state than they did with the first one because it's like the first game had to compete with Dead by Daylight and it's only been getting better over the years and it's still going to be competing with Dead by Daylight when it comes out and that's already
Mm.
a it's already solidified its space and now you're kind of encroaching on that so either you fucking bring it or you're gonna just get pushed right back out and it's not gonna have
It's
anything to
true.
do with like legal problems. It's gonna be your game has to fucking
It's gonna
deliver.
be your own fault. Yeah, you
Yeah,
have no excuse for the legal issues anymore. Well, I mean, I guess
yeah.
it's not an excuse. Like that was a legitimate issue,
Oh,
but
for
you won't
sure.
have those issues anymore. Yeah,
Yeah, so now it's
should
like you
be.
just gotta bring it, man. They got their work cut out
Mm.
for them.
Si,
But yeah,
senor.
yeah, yeah. looking forward to hearing more about this, the show and everything too. But all right, let's move on. Before we get into the new releases, Frostpunk 2, the city building survival sequel, is officially coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and launching day one on Game Pass, September 18th, 2025. Critically acclaimed on PC and developed by 11-bit studios, this title shifts the focus from battling the cold to managing complex societal conflicts and political factions within your frozen metropolis. Expect a deeper, more challenging experience as you guide your city's future amidst an eternal winter. Such a cool fucking game, dude. I love those, like Frostpunk 1 and 2. I love the aesthetic of them. I like the ideas behind them. I have the first one. Thank you, Epic Game Store. Gave that to me for free a little while back. I still need to get around to playing it. Have you dabbled in Frostpunk, or is this something that appeals to you at all?
No, I do remember you telling me about it at work one time though.
Yeah, it's
You were
such a
singing
cool
its
idea.
praises, and I think I ended up adding it to my wish list because it did pique my interest.
Yeah, if I was singing its praises, it was only based on what I knew about it because I still haven't played it yet. Um, but yeah, it looks kind of like a real time strategy, but also you gotta make really tough decisions. Send the
Oh,
kids into the mine to get some
yeah,
coal and
cool. Yeah,
to keep everybody nice and toasty, but then those kids might die. It's,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm looking at it right now. It looks really fucking cool, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. I love the concept behind it. I like that idea. Very unique. I don't know any other games like that. So I think it's a board game too. So I might even fuck around with that at some point. But I heard the second game is better than the first, so you're better off playing the first one first if you really want to, kind of really, because I think that,
Want to get your toes wet?
yeah, but I'm kind of stuck because I'm trying to remember if what I heard was that the first game was more difficult and the second one's a little more forgiving in some aspects or what, but I might be getting that all backwards. I don't know. Do you have anything to say about this Frostpunk 2 coming to the consoles? Seems like a PC kind of game to me, but apparently
Yeah, pretty
their
much.
apparently their controller configuration for the first game on consoles was really good, so that's cool.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
No, I don't have much to say. It looks cool. I like the steampunk vibe that it's got going for itself. It's cool. The reviews on Steam are very positive. For the first game, second game is mostly positive,
Oh,
like for the
really?
all of the reviews, and then for the recent reviews, it seems like it's mixed.
Oh, no shit.
Um, yeah, 66%
Damn, I wrote down that it was
positive.
critically acclaimed.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. The first one.
Fuck.
When did the second one come out? Is that a recent one?
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
Yeah, it's September 20th. Oh, it's been a year,
Oh damn.
almost a year.
Time really is flying, bro. Jesus Christ.
Sure.
But
But
yeah.
yeah, it
All
looks
right.
otherwise it looks pretty positive.
All right. Well, the first one was critically acclaimed. Second one, not so much. I apologize.
I mean, it might still be good. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm reading out off of what Steam
Yeah,
is
well,
saying.
I don't know. I would go by what Steam players are saying more than critics, man.
See,
I don't know. That's just me. But what do we got for the releases, though? What do we got?
for the releases on August 1st, 2025, we've got Wander Stars by Paper Castle, no game, coming out for PC and Nintendo Switch. Next, we have August 5th, 2025, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, The Hinokami Chronicles 2 by Cyber Connect 2, coming to PS5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PC. I think the Nintendo Switch is for Switch 2, if I'm correct.
I I don't know. I could be wrong, but yeah, I put that down for just the first Switch.
Maybe
Um,
both, but nothing that we can confirm. Well, I mean, I guess I can do it right now. Let's see.
yeah, while I read off these next 20 fucking games here real quick.
Uh,
August 7th, we got quite a few here. Gradius Origins by Konami Digital Entertainment comes to PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch. Static Dread: The Lighthouse by Solar Suit Games comes to PC. Thousand Deaths by Pariah Interactive Incorporated comes to PC. Tiny Bookshop by Neoludic Games comes to PC. Fresh Tracks by Buffalo. Buffalo comes to PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S. Abyssus is how I'm going to pronounce that, by Double Moose Games. Comes to PC. Isn't that something? We got Buffalo right above it and Double Moose. So let's call that Moose Moose. So we got
Moose,
Buffalo
moose.
Buffalo and Moose Moose.
Double move.
Can I get a turkey? And then we got Echoes of the End by Merker Games coming to PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. House of the Dead 2 Remake by Megapixel Studios coming to Nintendo Switch and PC, and Operation Night Strikers by M2 and Taito coming to Nintendo Switch and PC. And then there's the big one right there, brother.
Man, I love House of the Dead too. I found out that Hinokami Chronicles 2 is coming out for the Switch.
So Switch, not Switch 2.
It doesn't say Switch 2, just Switch.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
But I guess that wouldn't make much of a difference because you could probably still play it on the Switch too. Hopefully with improved fidelity.
Yeah, totally. You still have that. Yeah, get that August 8th one out of there, and then we can kind of go back and talk about any of these that might stand out.
I didn't realize there was the
no,
only
you're
one
good.
left.
You're good, brother. That's kind of the big one right there.
All right. Lastly but not least, we have on August 8th, 2025, Mafia: The Old Country by Hangar 13 coming out for PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S.
Very nice.
Mafia: The Old Country.
The Old Country, man. Looks cool, man. I really liked the original Mafia game. I hope they do well, cuz yeah, I'd like to see that kind of. I like those kinds of stories. I always loved mobster shit. So having a really good game out there is essential, man. We got to keep that type of shit alive. You know, keep the wise guys out there. We need them.
We need them wise guys.
Wise guys video games. Wise guys video games. Yeah, I'll keep my eye on that one.
This one looks cool.
It does. It does.
Mafia game in my first entry in the series.
Oh, you've never played any of the other ones?
I've never played any of the other ones.
I've only played the first one. I know Maximus played the second one and maybe the third one also, so maybe ask him for his opinion on them. But I remember when the first one came out, he and I were both playing it on the PS2, and we both fucking loved it. Great game, dude. But yeah, it doesn't really hold up. So that one actually got a remake not too long ago, and it's on sale all the fucking time for like $10 or less at this point. And I'm so stupid I still haven't gotten it. But yeah, definitely would get around to maybe playing that one again at the very least. But yeah, I'll keep my eye on this one. Are any of these other games that either of us have mentioned, any of these on your radar?
House of the Dead 2. I used to play that shit all the time when I was a kid. I love House of the Dead.
Dude,
I've
me
played
too.
it a couple times on the arcade, like where you have the little gun and everything. You gotta like do all this crazy shit to like reload your weapon and then like change your gun or throw a grenade. But I'm familiar with the series. I really love them.
Yeah, dude. Fucking House of the Dead 2 was awesome. I don't know. I feel like they really kind of. Am I wrong? But I'm pretty sure when they did a House of the Dead 1 remake on the Switch,
I think it did well.
It was like they didn't let you use the controller like a gun, you know? Like I think it was kind of like more motion control, like with the console itself, or it was like with the thumbsticks. And I'm like, I don't want to play a House of the Dead game unless I can use the little Joy-Con in a little gun attachment and pew pew pew, you know? Like that's the House of the Dead for me. So I do have, I want to say it was a little bundle that had House of the Dead 1 and 2, and then I have House of the Dead Overkill. I have those two discs on the Wii, or in my case, the Wii U. And Chelsea and I, like, we love that game. It like, they're so stupid and fucking just ridiculously over the top, but yeah, you can act like we have the little gun attachments and everything. And
yeah, for the Wii, right?
Yeah,
dude,
for the Wii.
That is exactly how I played that game.
Yeah, that's the only way to fucking play that game. So
I had the gun that you put your Wii remote like right on top, and then like the nunchuck is in the back.
Yeah, dude. Like,
I love that shit. I wish they did something like that for the Switch too.
Right, they're kind of really. if they did that, they would have my attention 100%. Those games are. How are you gonna remake a game that had like the light gun mechanic and not incorporate that somehow with your
Some type of light gun
or
for your
something,
console. Yeah.
something? Yeah, like
Little
maybe
gimmick.
have an option. Have an option,
Mhm.
but I don't think they do have an option for that in this game or the first remake. So fuck it, I'll stick to the Wii U one. It's fine. Just hook
This
that
one's
up if
gonna
I
be
want to
great.
play it. Anything else on here that you like?
Let me take a look real quick. Besides Mafia: The Old Country and House of the Dead 2 remake, no, I don't think so. And I did check all of these games out, so if I can't immediately like recognize anything, then no, probably not. I think just those two.
Yeah, the only ones that stood out to me as really interesting were Static Dread. It was
Mm.
inspired by Papers, Please and like Lovecraft. So I absolutely added that one to my wish list. It looks great. I like, yeah, Static Dread. I'm keeping an eye on that one. And then Fresh Tracks. I just want to give that one a little shout out because it looks dope. I don't know if I'll ever get it, but it's like a little rhythm skiing game with a heavy metal soundtrack. Actually
See,
looks kind of cool. I don't know if I would ever play that, but just wanted to give that one a quick little nod because it looks cool.
a little shout out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Ready to find out what's free this week?
Yes. From the freebie forecast.
The freebie forecast. Let's get all double F'd up in this bitch. All right, we got for the Epic Game Store. Key Locker is free this week. It's a turn-based cyberpunk action game. And then the write-up for it says, quote, Keylocker is a cyberpunk turn-based rhythm JRPG. As the electric singer, Bobo, or B0B0, I don't know, you'll choose your class, master a challenging combat system, and shake the foundations of Saturnite society in rhythm game style, end quote. And then also free on Epic Game Store this week, Pilgrims. Pilgrims is a playful adventure game created by the team behind Machinarium. Is that how you pronounce that? Machinarium? Or Machinarium? Machinarium? I know that.
I would say Machinarium.
Okay. And Samarost. Anyways, roam the land as you please and make new friends. Share a laugh with your fellow travelers and help them complete their little stories your way. How many different solutions can you find?
All right, I'm next. Yay.
Yes.
I like how you gave me you always give me the Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, I try really hard to.
um, Next on Nintendo Switch Online, Nintendo has finally added Mario Paint. Mario Paint has been surprise released on Nintendo Switch Online. This is good news for fans of the classic SNES creative title. They can finally be bees. Love that joke. A
Can't get
notable
enough of that
feature
crap.
of this release is that mouse support is included. That's cool. You can either use the Joy-Con 2 or a compatible USB mouse to interact with the game. Nice, making full use of that the Joy-Con 2 mouse tracker bull crap.
Yeah, when I was watching the trailer for it, I think that last little bit with the compatible USB mouse, I think that's if you're playing on the Switch 1.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the vibe I was getting for that. So
Hmm.
if you're playing on the Switch 1, you can, according to like, unless I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can connect a
Use mouse
USB
compatible.
mouse to it and play.
Because I know that's something that you can do with the Switch 2, right? As well? Like you can use like
I think so, but I don't think you're really gonna be needing that if you
mouse
have the
peripherals.
Joy-Con
If
too.
you got the Joy-Cons, yeah, you might as well use them. But like
Yeah.
that is an option as well.
Yeah, probably.
Hmm.
I wouldn't know. I haven't even seen one in real life yet.
Maybe maybe that's what that firmware update was for. The latest one.
Maybe.
Unlock
Yeah.
like, compatibility with like peripherals, like mice peripherals.
Yeah, you'd think they would mention that though instead of just like, stability. It's like they just
Yeah,
copy
Nintendo's
and paste it every time.
they've never been the best at going into full detail about what the hell they're doing with their stuff.
Yeah. You just kind of got to figure it out as you go.
Yeah.
Are
Right.
you going to jump into that? I remember Mario Paint was fucking it's cool if you're feeling creative. They have a lot of cool stuff in there. You going to touch around with that? Touch
I'm gonna be
around.
crucified for saying this, but I never played Mario Paint growing up.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. I think
But I
I
hear
was
people like That was like a core memory in a lot of people's childhoods was Mario Paint.
Yeah, I remember playing around with it, but like once I realized it wasn't a Mario game like properly, I lost interest so fast because I didn't want to. I can be very creative, but I don't. I'm kind of immediately turned off with being creative in video games. Like Little Big Planet never spoke to me.
Mhm.
Um, that game Dreams couldn't give a fuck less. You know when I
Oh, I
when I
remember that game.
yeah, exactly, yeah, you have to try to remember that game. It's
Was that the
gone.
PlayStation VR game?
It was a yeah.
Yeah,
You're
right?
definitely thinking of the right game. It was basically a game creation engine or something like that. So, but yeah, it was a PlayStation exclusive. I think they brought it to PC eventually, but it was kind of a bust. And I think it was Media Molecule. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I think it was them, the guys behind Little Big Planet, that made that
Yes.
game.
You're correct, Media Molecule.
Okay, and yeah, I think it was a total fucking bust. They were building that game engine, let's call it, for fucking way too long, and it just didn't make a splash at all. No one gave a shit. Um, but anyways, yeah, when I found out Mario Paint wasn't a proper Mario game, I was just like, oh, fuck this, I don't care. Make a little music, make
I want to play
music.
a Mario game. I want to play a Mario game.
But it's cool. There is a lot of appeal to it. If you are one of those folks that enjoys being creative within a video game
Creative with
setting,
stuff like that.
yeah,
Absolutely.
very cool.
Yeah, this is huge for them. Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Moving on.
PlayStation Plus, Lies of P, by Neowitz and Round 8 Studio is going to be added to, I think, free this month on PS Plus. So for PS5 and PS4 as well. DayZ by Bohemia Interactive, free for PS5 and PS4. Oh, I'm sorry, PS4 and then PS5 via backwards compatibility. And then My Hero One's Justice 2. What the fuck is that name, dude? What is that?
And yeah, that makes me dyslexic looking at that.
That's literally 4 random words.
My hero wants justice. Two.
It's got to be some anime thing. It's got to be
That's a
anime.
tongue twist. That's a tongue twister for the eyes. But yes, it is an anime game.
Is it? Okay, see?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, no disrespect. I just, you can, like, I can't make sense of that. But anyways, by
You're
By
gonna be
King.
you're gonna be getting emails
Hey.
from angry
Wait, is
fans.
that, so My Hero, there's an
That's
anime
the name
called
of the
My Hero
anime.
something. My
Yes.
Hero, wait, don't tell me.
Eh,
Academia.
Yes. You got it.
Look at that. See? See? I am weeb friendly. Leave me alone.
You know. But yeah,
Don't
that's the
email
name
me.
of the anime is My Hero, and then One's Justice is I think the proper name of the game.
Gotcha. Okay. It's all starting
Mhm.
to come together. That's going to be available for PS4 owners, and then PS5 via back compat. So, yeah. But that's all we got for the freebie foreskin this week.
The freebie foreskin.
What are we playing, Oscar?
Got to peel that shit back.
Yeah,
Um,
clean it out real good.
yes, sir.
Don't
Gotta
let
make
the
sure you don't get
smeg build up.
infections. No, don't get yourself an infection.
Yeah, dude. Don't let the smeg build up.
What are we playing? Moving on
What
to
are
the
you
next
playing?
topic.
Yeah.
Me,
Yeah, what are you
I've
playing,
been
man?
playing Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Tell me all about it, bro. I want to hear about it.
Adding on top of I think what I spoke of last week. Um, I'm still within the very beginning of the game. I just got to the next level, so I beat like the lagoon layer part of the game, which is the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I beat the final boss. And I think you were mentioning how people had issues with the bosses being very easy. Yeah, that boss fight was pretty fucking easy.
Was it?
I don't
Okay.
think I took a single hit of damage in that boss fight because like really all you're doing is just kind of swinging your arms, hoping to hit shit. And like there's these little like octopus enemies that like will attach to you and kind of drain your health. But as long as you're just like punching and swinging your arms, bro, you're not gonna take any damage. You're just gonna push them off of you.
Hmm.
Um, to me, there
Did
wasn't much to that fight, honestly.
did you 100% complete that area, or is that a thing, like finding all the bananas or whatever?
Yeah, so I found all the bananas. I'm missing like three of the fossils.
Are
So
the
the banana. I guess I can go into greater detail. The bananas, the bananium gems, are used. If you collect 5, you gain 1 skill point, and then you can use those skill points to upgrade your skill tree,
Okay,
essentially,
that's
and
cool.
upgrade your abilities. The fossils are linked to your outfits,
Okay,
which is something that I experienced after talking about it last week. Um, and the outfits are cool because those actually give you like buffs, like passive buffs. So I have this tie that DK wears that increases the chance, a percentage chance for treasure chests to show up as you're like breaking down the world, like the materials and stuff. And the chests can contain items, gold, or treasure maps that will help you find either banandium gems or fossils,
that's cool. I like that.
which is which is really nice because then you're kind of just like stuck um, going around the world hoping that you can find these things within the walls. Um, it's not that difficult though because you do have an ability that allows you to do this clap that kind of creates this field around you, like a sonar kind of,
Yeah.
and it lets you see like the silhouette or the echo, I guess, through the wall, and then you just dig towards that. But it's much nicer to have the treasure chest give you the map so you can find it easier.
And so far, when you've found these fossils, do you cash them in for an outfit of your choosing, or does each fossil represent a particular outfit for DK or the I forget the little girl's name?
Oh, Pauline.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you have Pauline with you yet? You said you had the
Yes,
rock
I
last
have.
time.
Yeah, I have unlocked her. I have unlocked Pauline. I forget what the context was. Oh, it's when you. I don't know if that's a spoiler.
Yeah, I would just leave that. But
No, I
eventually, you trade in the
yeah,
rock for a little girl.
yeah, basically. But yeah, there are different types of fossils, and there's like a value to each one. So your ammonite fossils are your most common ones that you're going to find. Um, and then you've got your this name is very difficult to say, anomalocaris fossils,
Okay.
which is your next. You'll find those um not that frequently. Like I think I've only found 10 in the lagoon layer area, but that's like the max you can get. Like the other one, the ammonite, there's like 50 of them in that level.
Okay.
And then the big boy, which is very rare, but not rare in the sense that you're only going to get maybe one or two per level. Uh, from my knowledge or my understanding, I only found one.
Okay.
But they're fucking huge, so you can't miss them. And that one's like a whale fossil. So
Oh
like you
fuck. All
can't
right.
miss it. You see it. Like as soon as you spawn into the world, you see it. You just have to figure out how to dig it out, you know?
Like, do you have to like uncover the whole thing for it to count or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
So like
okay.
with the normal fossils, you just punch around them to get them to like dislodge from the rock essentially, and then you collect it at that point.
And that also
Um,
gives you an outfit.
yeah, that's your main currency that you use to unlock outfits in the game. And like how I was
Very
talking about
cool.
with the tie, you also use the fossils to upgrade your outfits that you have. So the tie has a percentage chance to find treasure chests in the materials that are destructible.
Mm-hmm.
But you can increase that percent by using more fossils to upgrade it. So like you start off at 10% for the tie, and then if you put more money into it, or I guess more fossils, it upgrades the chance, 20%, then 30%, then
Oh, that's cool.
on ongoing until a certain point, until you max it out.
Still, that's fucking cool. I like that.
Yeah. I like that I like that it's not like you just collect these things for the fun of collecting them. They have value. They
Yeah.
help you. They help you play the game. Even yeah, they help you play the game better, essentially. They give you an easier time.
So what's this second area like? What's the is it like a different kind of biome or setting? Like, what's the setting?
I would assume it's a different biome. I actually haven't traversed that area yet. Because you kind of like fall into like these giant like tunnels
Mm-hmm.
systems. You free fall down into the next layer. And when I got to that point, I basically stopped playing the game.
Oh, okay. Okay.
which was like the other night essentially, and then I just haven't had the chance to play it yet.
Okay.
But the reason I was stuck in Lagoon Lair for so long is because I was trying to find all the Banandium gems and all the fossils.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would probably have that same problem. And at a certain point, I would just say, fuck it, I'll come back for him later. I got to keep going.
Yeah, like I gotta progress through the story.
Yeah.
Hmm. But yeah, I have this problem where I don't want to progress through the story because I want to have an easy time. I want to feel like I'm overpowered, you know?
Yeah. I, I I didn't know that you could like upgrade a skill tree for Donkey Kong. That's kind of cool. I didn't know about that or the outfits having their own
Yeah.
little upgrades and shit. That's really cool. I like that.
Hmm.
Very cool. I'm
Yeah, I think
yeah, you make me want to fucking I wish that was available for the Switch one, man. I really do.
yeah,
I
dude, I
wouldn't
want
care.
people to play that game. It's so fun.
I wouldn't care about low frame rate, man. I would play the shit out of that.
Hell yeah, dude. It's so good. I'm loving it. I'm really, really enjoying it. But I think up to that point, that's pretty much all I got to say about the game. There is one other aspect that I could talk about, but I'm pretty sure that would be a spoiler, so I'm just gonna omit it from my
Okay.
until maybe a couple months in the future when everybody's
Okay.
had a chance to play it.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
But yeah, what about you, brother? What have you been playing?
Not a whole lot in terms of video games this week. I played a little bit more Death Stranding. I want to say I'm on chapter 12 now, so hopefully I'll be done by next week, depending on how long these final few chapters are. We'll see. I don't have anything new to say about it right now, though. Um, on a side note, it's still a game. It's still a game. So I'm gonna say Plunder: A Pirate's Life. It's a board game that I bought. Well, Chelsea bought it because I had talked to her about it with Tabletop Simulator. I was like, this one looks really cute, and we kind of played a couple of rounds on tabletop together, and she liked it. But the mod in tabletop was a little bit glitchy, so once in a while the dice would just like disappear on us, and we wouldn't have any way to go get them again. And I was like, this would be a good one
Oh
to just
no.
own, you know?
Yeah,
And it was like only like $50, and it's a really well made, well crafted game. Like the pieces and everything feel like really good quality shit, and
yeah, I'm looking at
um,
it right now.
yeah, it's really fun, dude. It's really really fun.
Kind of looks
It's
like Battleship a bit, but more complex.
it's more like Catan. If you've ever played Catan, it's like very obviously inspired by Catan. It's the same kind of game. It's like for 2 to 6 players. You can play teams or free for all, and the goal is basically to be the first player or the first team to get 10 plunder points. I think with teams you can up that a little bit, but anyways,
Mhm.
so you're a pirate captain, obviously, and me and Chelsea I was sitting there like, all right, what's your captain name? And she said like Captain Gemini or something like that, and I was like, all right, I'm Captain Gunch, and we were like neck and neck the whole game until the very end. But yeah, you're a pirate captain. I'm Captain Gunch, and you're
Nice.
sailing the seas. You're building and upgrading your ships. You're conquering islands, and you can get into like ship to ship combat with the other players. There's 6 like double-sided board pieces that you can set up however you'd like. So every time you play it, you can just have a different combination of the 6, and
Oh,
flip them over or whatever to your liking. It has a bunch of islands scattered all about it, so you can try to take control of those islands for resources, the ones with skulls on them. And there's a storm that gets moved around every time someone rolls a 1. So
mm.
um, let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Is that
fucking
that
cool. Like,
little? Is that that little square that I see? The little white piece?
yeah, yeah. So that's the
Yeah, right.
storm, and if you're caught in the storm or you want to go through the storm, how do you explain that? So if you're
Oh,
in the storm and you want to get out of the storm because they just rolled it to be around you all of a sudden, you want to get out, you have to drop 2 resources. Um, so if you want to go into the storm, you got to drop 2 resources. Every time you go in or out, you got to drop 2 resources.
you have to
So that's
sacrifice the thing.
exactly. Um, so when your turn starts, you draw your resource cards, and that's based on the number of islands you control. So if you control 2 islands, you get to draw 2 resource cards at the beginning of your turn. We were kind of playing wrong. I thought that you draw the resource cards based on how many skulls are represented on those islands that you control, and I was wrong. So that's probably why I won. But anyways, I'll remember for next time. And so with those resources, you build your new ships. You can have up to 3 on the board at a time. Or you can upgrade the ones that you have with like cannons. You can have 2 cannons, or you can have 2 masts. And the cannons, basically, when you drop your resources for cannons, you put a cannon on your shit. And then if you get into a fight with somebody else, one person rolls the attack dice, and the other person rolls the defense dice, die, whatever, because there's 1 and 1. And you know, if I have a cannon on my ship, whatever I roll, I get a +1. And then if I have 2 cannons, I get +2. Whatever I roll, higher number wins, blah, blah, blah. When it comes to masts, if you have a mast on it, then you can move that particular ship 1 extra space or 2 extra spaces, depending on how many masts you have each turn. So that's cool. You can also trade in 1 of each resource to regain a life point for one of your ships. Let's see. Yeah, you basically, you roll the movement die, and whatever you roll is how many spaces you can move your fleet around. You have to, if I roll a 6, that doesn't mean I can roll each of my ships, around the board 6 times. Like, they have to split that. You can split it up between all of your ships however you like. Yeah, you can move them to an island to try to take it over. So if you move your guy, one of your ships, to dock at an island that has 2 skulls on it, and you want to try to take it over, whatever you roll, if you have a couple of cannons, you can add to your roll. But those 2 skulls mean that whatever the other player rolls in the island's defense is going to have +2. Then there's also 3 skull islands. I think that's as high as it gets. But yeah, you definitely want to control those. Those are good for resources, and they're harder to take over. Yeah, you can move them adjacent to another ship, and you can battle them. Like I would, I'd get all up on Chelsea, and I'd be like, all right, hey, give me all your fucking gold, or I'm gonna attack you. And you can do that. It's great. Like I need some rum. Exactly. Yeah. Threaten them, because like those are your resources. You got wood, gold, rum, and iron, and you have a little card that tells you however many of each one will equal. Let's say you want a mast, you give it this, like you drop this many resources of these kinds, and you get a mast or cannons or another ship or a life point, whatever. Or you can trade in. Well, actually, I'll get to that in a sec when I talk about the plunder points. But yeah, I was like threatening her. I was like, "Avast, ye hearties! Give me all your fucking gold, or I'm gonna attack your ass." Prepare your anus. It's over.
Sink you to Davy Jones's locker.
Yeah, exactly.
You're real into character.
Release the fucking Kraken. Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, or on your movement, like, so the whole game is on a grid. It's kind of like you said. It's like on a battleship. So you have these little spinner wheels that determine the location of the storm when it moves. Like your D5 or A8 or whatever the fuck. So you have like 2 little spinner wheels, one with the letters, one with the numbers, and you have to spin those to find out the location of the storm. Or you also have these little X marks the spot tokens that you can place on the board, also determined by the spinners, and you can move your ships to those spots to search for treasure. And so if I drop one of my ships onto one of those little X marks the spots tokens, I get to draw an X card, and you read that out loud, and it tells you like, hey, you find 5 gold. Or it could be bad. It could also be really bad. It could be like, all right, choose to keep all your gold or one of your health points, like one of your guys dies on your ship or something like that. They're really cool. There's like a ton of different little options there that can fuck you over or put you in the lead. Really good
for you. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. So the points that I mentioned earlier, the plunder points, you want a total of 10 to win the game, and you get a point for every ship you have and every island you have, and those can be taken away by the other players. They can sink your ships. They can take your islands from you, and then they get those points. You can also get a physical plunder point. It's basically a little card, and those can't be taken away, at least from what I've seen so far. I think maybe, if anything, maybe one of the X marks the spot cards might take it away, but I seriously doubt it. But you can get a plunder point also for sinking an enemy ship, or you can find one while you're searching for treasure. So or that's the other thing that I mentioned. You can trade 5 gold resource cards for 1 physical plunder point that can't be taken away from you. Yeah, very fun game. We're gonna be What's up?
Sorry, I just want to ask real quick before we move on. Is this a very quick game?
I wouldn't say it's quick in terms of play. Chelsea and I were able to drag it out to like well over an hour the other night, just playing 2 players. And when you're playing 2 players, you only use 4 of the board pieces. So tonight we're going to be going over to my buddy Mike's place, and his girl he and his lady, we're going to have like some barbecue and stuff. And I told him about the game. It's not a quick game from what I've seen. It could be, but it is quick to learn. It's very easy to learn it and just fucking play it. So it's a riot, dude. It was really fun. So this will be the first time we play with more than 2 players, and now I think we'll actually be able to use the full size board. So that'll be really fun. And
dude. Full capacity playing.
Exactly. Backstabbing and, fucking all kinds of pirate puns and shit. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be fun, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, dude. So. Yeah, the reason I ask is because it seems like you get a lot of plunder points for just doing, or like the amount of things that you get plunder points for seems like you could rack them up pretty quick.
You could. But yeah, moving around the board does take a little while, depending. But yeah, like I don't think Chelsea and I think we attacked each other. No, I threatened to attack her, and she decided to give me her gold because she was a little pussy. I was like, give me your gold or I'm going to fucking ream you. And she was like, nah, here. She only had like 1 gold or whatever, so she gave me that. And so when you have that, right, when you have that kind of treaty, like in the game rules, it says like if you threaten to attack someone, and they give you the resources that you're asking for, then you're not allowed to attack them this turn. You have to at least wait until next turn. So,
Pirate's code.
Exactly. We had to drop our black sails for a moment. But yeah, Captain Gunge came out victorious, and I'll let you guys know how Captain Gunge does tonight.
Don't munch the Gunge.
Exactly. Can't munch the Gunge, baby. It just sounds so sexual and disgusting. I love that word.
It does. It sounds vile.
Sounds like a it's like a
Gunge sounds like it should smell bad.
It sounds like a what?
It sounds like it should smell bad.
It sounds like a combination of like a gooch and a cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it sounds vile.
As far as I know, I made that word up.
Smells like sulfur and rotten eggs.
I think sulfur is what's in rotten eggs that smells so bad, isn't it?
Yeah, most likely.
Anyways.
The two could equate.
Equate. Oh, I love that.
So that's what you've been playing?
Yeah, dude. And I'll be playing a little bit more tonight, so...
Sounds fucking tight, bro.
Yeah, it's cool, dude. If you ever want to toy around with it on Tabletop Sim, let me know, dude. Love to show you. Or maybe next time we all get together, I'll bring it over. Because I think you can have up to 6 players.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm peaked.
Hell yeah. I got to sleeve those cards. Got to sleeve them. All right. Let's get over to the mill. To the rumor mill. Let's do this. All right. Number 1. A recent job posting from Sony Interactive Entertainment for a senior director, multi-platform, and account management strongly suggests PlayStation is planning a significant expansion of its first-party titles beyond its own hardware. The role explicitly mentions shaping commercial strategy for PlayStation Studios games across all digital platforms beyond PlayStation hardware, including Steam, Epic Game Store, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. While PlayStation has previously brought some of its exclusives to PC, the direct inclusion of Xbox and Nintendo platforms has fueled speculation that more PlayStation games, potentially including live service titles and even some established franchises, could soon become available on rival consoles, signaling a potential shift in the company's long-standing console exclusivity strategy. Now,
Still thinking about Plunder, huh?
exactly, I was going to say that. I'm glad you mentioned that. But
Shit.
yeah, I put this in the rumor mill due to the speculation that surrounds the job posting.
Mm.
But Oscar, uh, reliable leaker, I have this written down here. Shinobi602 said that the listing is related to live service games and smaller projects like Lego Horizon, and that people are getting carried away, as people do.
Mm.
But to play into the wild speculation here, if you could play Sony first party games elsewhere, do you think you'd still be drawn to the PlayStation console at all?
Mm.
Because that's the kind of I was kind of stewing over that myself. I'm like, if you could, and that's not what's gonna happen. I don't. I seriously doubt that's what's happening. They're not gonna bring God of War to the Nintendo or any of that crap. I think it's like you said, just mainly for live service games, but to kind of play into the speculation. I'm like, if 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 it doesn't
I
have
mean,
exclusive games anymore, do you care
they
about the
could
PlayStation?
potentially, because I think a lot of their development teams, like the one that comes to my mind is like Final Fantasy, because I know when Remake came out, everybody wanted to play that, but we had to wait such a long time for it to get a port to PC and like I think even Xbox as well. And now like Nintendo Switch too, right?
Mm.
And then when Rebirth came out, again we had to wait, but that was like a main complaint that everybody had, and Square Enix I think even caved to the idea of like now they're starting to release a lot of their games on other consoles now, or they're
Mm.
planning to do that. Um, but to answer your question, I think it would make it more difficult to stay like Sony exclusive. Like if I can get these games on, like if I own an Xbox, I would probably just play these games on Xbox, right? Like there would be no incentive for me to go out and buy PlayStation hardware. Or like if you already own a PlayStation, there would be no reason for you to play these games on an Xbox or Switch 2 or on your maybe Steam for like modding capabilities and
Mm.
greater fidelity. Um, but yeah, honestly, I would just say just stick with one. Like if you've got one, there's no reason to buy the other.
Yeah, I can
Like
see
you
that.
could have access to everything, just don't stick with the one.
Yeah, I can see that. 100%.
But
I
my point was with the Final Fantasy thing is it's like I can see it. I can totally see it happening because the developers I think are they do well when they sell their games multi-platform. So I could see them wanting to push Sony to allow them to bring their games to other hardware.
yeah. Yeah, like the smaller projects and all that stuff, then great. Yeah, that all makes perfect sense. The live service, bring that to as many customers as you can fucking get it to, because that's they live and die on the consumer base. So yeah, give that to as many
Absolutely.
people as you can. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think that if Sony is going to eventually put their flagship games on other consoles, which I seriously doubt they're going to. I think they've even like flat out said it's not happening. But if they did, it's probably going to be a significant wait between
Yeah,
the initial
it,
launch, kind of like with what's happening
exactly.
with
And then the
PC.
port to the other, right? Because eventually
Exactly.
they do. Like I can't think of a game on the top of my head where like Sony's kept it exclusive. Like I I think we've pretty much gotten almost everything like on other platforms like Horizon and The Last of Us and even God of War. Like eventually we got both God of War Ragnarok and the original one.
Yeah,
They came
Ratchet
out in
and Clank.
2020, right?
Uh,
No, no,
there
2018.
God of War 18. I think that was 18. Yeah.
Yeah, 2018. Yeah, off by
But
2 years.
yeah,
But yeah, Ratchet and Clank, or yeah, right, Ratchet
Spider
and
Man.
Clank.
Yeah, Spider Man
Yeah,
2, Spider
Spider Man
Man 1.
eventually. Yeah, it took a while, but eventually they did go multi-platform.
But that's it's kind of hard because it seems like PC is just it's not really considered in that conversation for some reason. It's like I
Yeah, it's not console.
yeah, it's like other consoles sounds like a big taboo for Sony first party games, but when it comes to PC it's just like, well, fuck it, just I don't know. I kind of feel like their first party games are always going to probably work better on their proprietary hardware.
Yeah.
you know, um so I think that I would always be drawn to PlayStation for that. Cuz if I want to
You
play their
know,
exclusives, on the PC they seem to kind of show up in bad shape most of the time.
at the beginning.
Yeah, yeah, not so
Yeah,
much
and then
anymore.
they
That's a
get
good point.
yeah.
Um
Um, I think logically too, it would make more sense just to own a Sony console because your point again, they do come out just much better out of the gate on the Sony hardware, and then you don't have to wait as long to get it on the Xbox. And yeah, because it's like with Xbox, they're in a weird position because they've got their games coming out to everything, but they Xbox doesn't really have like exclusives. You know what I mean? So there's no point owning an Xbox console
I mean they kind
unless you
of
like
do
unless
in
you
this.
want Game Pass,
Yeah, that's true.
like
I,
the
I,
convenience of Game Pass.
I was gonna say that they kind of do have exclusives in the same way that Sony does, but Sony is so much slower at bringing their games to PC,
Yeah,
whereas Xbox's games are day and date on PC as well for the most part. From what I've seen, I don't think there are any exclusions there. But so yeah, it's like it's so weird how PC just isn't. It's not in that conversation at all when it comes to multi-plat until
yeah.
I remember when Sony first started bringing their games to PC, a lot of Sony fanboys were like losing their fucking minds, like dog, chill, like
Like keep that shit exclusive, but it's like I also want to play these games. I want people to have the ability to play these games as well. You know?
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't understand that fucking mentality, man. I wonder actually now that we're talking about it, I wonder if what if they are bringing all of their games like The Last of Us and everything, God of War, fucking everything to other platforms, all Xbox, Nintendo. Maybe it's like an elaborate experiment to try and cure Sony fanboys of their addiction to the platform. With the like by slowly taking away the one perceived form of like superiority.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just fucking around. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that would be funny if it's just like. Anyways, it's
They're
just an
just dicking
experiment.
around. Sony's dicking around over there. It's like how can we fuck with our fans?
Yeah, no, but yeah, I don't know. I would,
Yeah, I don't know. Gaming's in a weird position currently.
but yeah, like
It's
when you first heard about this, did your thoughts go to, oh yeah, obviously they're going to be doing the live service games, or when you first saw this, like where was your thought process here?
I immediately went to first party games because
Really?
to be honest, I don't really care about the live service stuff. I kind of avoid it to be honest. Um, if it makes sense that it would just be for the live service shit because then you have to worry about being able to play with players from other platforms as well. You know, like crossplay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and if you are going to be doing the whole live service thing, it would benefit you to have it on other platforms as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
But
I didn't mean to cut off your thought there. You said that gaming is in a really strange place now, and
yeah, well, in terms of like hardware, because it's like, how do you decide what you want to play on? You know, when you have so many options.
it's.
At least for me, you know.
I mean, for folks like you and I, what's the term they like to use, like console or like agnostic gamers or omni gamers. I actually like the term digital nomads. You know, we kind of go where the games are. Like I don't care, like wherever my taste in games takes me, that's what I'm gonna buy it on. The only ones with true fucking exclusives at this point are Nintendo, right?
Nintendo. Yeah.
If you want to
It would
play
just be
Nintendo
Nintendo.
games, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you want to play Nintendo games, you got to get a Nintendo system.
Nintendo Switch.
Otherwise,
Ew.
otherwise, if you have patience, you can play Sony games on PC. You can play Xbox games on PC, or and now Xbox games anywhere where fucking Game Pass is or whatever. But yeah, like fucking. So Helldivers is coming to Xbox, and maybe Switch too. That'd be cool.
That would be awesome.
And then I was actually kind of expecting that to be at the third party,
The direct.
you know, the direct this
Yeah.
morning. Yeah,
Yeah.
no such luck. But and then Sony still has Marathon, from Bungie, Fair Games by Haven Studio, and
So
whatever
they do
that.
have some exclusives.
Well, I mean, like these are the live service games that at least we
Oh,
know about. So
Mhm.
these are the ones I think that they're really talking about with this job
Okay,
posting.
that's my mistake.
Yeah, like Helldivers, Marathon, Fair Games, and
Marathon.
then whatever that Horizon Online game that Guerrilla's making, and then
Mhm.
there's whatever Team Let's Fucking Go is making. Um, yeah, bring all that shit to every platform that can handle them. Sony can only win by
I think
doing
they
that.
would need it. Yeah, to keep those games alive and running, I think they would need to be multi-platform.
Yeah, yeah, you got it, man. Like if you're gonna do a live service game, you really shouldn't lock it behind your own console. That I
That's a
don't think
death
that's
wish.
smart. That's what I think too. Yeah,
That's a death wish. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I think that's a death wish. Like, there's no reason to keep that exclusive.
yeah, and even since we brought it up earlier, Dreams. I think if they would have brought Dreams to PC at least day one or other
That
consoles,
would have been crazy.
it could have helped. Could have really helped.
Yeah, that probably would have done much better on PC.
That's a whole what if scenario though. We have no
Yeah,
idea.
truly, truly, truly. Yeah,
But yeah, this
yeah. This topic of conversation for me is like a circle because I kind of get myself stuck in a logic loop.
No, I feel you, brother. Well,
Mhm.
with that said, let's move on. This next one actually turned out to be true, but yeah, we
Yeah.
originally put it in our little rumor mill. So take it away, brother.
Disgusting. Uh, Plants vs. Zombies Replanted, a rumored remaster of the beloved 2009 tower defense game, could be available on October 23rd, 2025. Leaks primarily from reputable insider Bill Bill
Bill Coon.
Coon. Bill
Bill
Coon? Yeah,
Coon.
right.
That's how I would say it.
Suggests the game will arrive on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch, and mobile devices for around $20. While EA has yet to officially confirm Replanted, leaked pre-order listings and cover art have fueled speculation, with many anticipating an announcement within the next month, potentially at Gamescom or the heavily rumored Nintendo Direct. Um,
All of
with
that
this,
confirmed. All of it
yeah,
confirmed.
that confirmed today as of this recording. Um, early in the morning at 6 in the morning with the Nintendo Direct. Yeah, there was a Plants vs Zombies remake.
Dude, yeah, the release date October 23rd confirmed. All the platforms confirmed. The name of the
Confirmed.
game confirmed. The
What
heavily
about the price?
rumored confirmed Nintendo Direct confirmed.
Was it? Wait. Oh, my bad. I think I accidentally.
Whoa, what's up?
Oh, okay, my bad. I couldn't hear you laughing. I saw you were laughing on the camera, but I couldn't hear it.
Oh, I was
So I
kind of
thought you
doing one
were
of
out.
those wheeze laughing where I'm just kind of deflating myself. Just
Yeah, I can't hear that
yeah.
at all. It just
Okay.
looks like you're moving your mouth.
Oh damn. Okay.
That's
But
so
yeah,
funny.
go ahead, man. What do you have to say about this?
In terms of the price, was that also confirmed?
Oh, the
Twenty
price was
dollars?
not confirmed. That's the only thing that hasn't been. That's the only thing that hasn't been confirmed. But I'm gonna go ahead and assume $20 is around, right?
Hmm.
Since everything else was confirmed, everything else was accurate as fuck. So $20, yeah,
Twenty
looks like a 20
dollars.
buck. $20. Give me my $20.
We
What
did
was?
talk about this. subject a little bit in our Discuster episode.
Yeah.
Um, I'm excited. I love Plants vs Zombies. I'll say the same thing I said in that episode. But yeah, I love Plants vs Zombies. I'll probably be picking this one up and I'll play it with my wife because it's, I believe, co-op
Yep. Yep.
this time
Co-op.
around. It's updated HD textures. But yeah, it's gonna be co-op, so I'm gonna play with the lady.
That's fucking dope, dude. Yeah, I loved the first game as well. I felt so fucking betrayed when I played the second one. Did you ever try the second one?
Never played the second one.
They fucked it up so bad, dude.
Did
It
they?
was, yeah, it was free to play, and it was built entirely around microtransactions.
Oh, dog
Like,
shit.
dude, yeah, you had to buy your plants, like your upgrades, everything. You had to like buy all that shit with real money. It was, oh, dude, I was so mad, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd repurchase this game just with the updated graphics and the co-op and stuff. Like, I really love the first game, but I played the shit out of it. I don't know. Um, I just honestly hope that this is the first step in releasing a proper tower defense Plants vs Zombies sequel in the future. I would be really excited about that.
Without all the microtransaction bullcrap that they pulled with the second one. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And I think there was a third one, or there is a third one in the making, or something. I don't know.
Well,
I
there's
don't
been
know.
like a really weird line of games coming out for Plants vs Zombies, but I've never like Garden Warfare.
Yeah, I never touched those. Have you?
Yeah, I think they're like first person shooters. I think Kevin got he got Garden Warfare 2 on Epic Games, and he
Uh,
told me it was actually like really fun.
yeah, I heard they were pretty good. I never really thought about it.
Yeah.
um,
They looked really weird to me, so I never really paid much attention to them.
Same. I wanted my tower defense. That's it.
Yeah,
That is all.
I love tower defense, bro. Bloons tower defense. I could play any game in the series. Fucking love that shit. God, it's addicting. The gameplay's so addicting.
Yeah, balloons.
Bloons and Plants vs Zombies. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Orcs must die. You ever
Yeah,
play
never.
that?
No, no, no,
That
no.
shit's hype, bro. Oh my god, it's so fun.
I think I might have one of those on Epic. Maybe we'll see. I don't know.
It
But yeah,
usually goes on sale really cheap on Steam, bro.
I think they have a new one coming out, don't they?
Yeah, I think it's is
Yeah,
it the third one? Orcs must die 3?
sounds right to me, man. We was talking about it not too long ago. I think right here on Buster's Glitch Ass Gaming Podcast.
Buster.
But all right,
Um
let's move over to
no.
the news. So yeah,
I'm
because yeah, technically, I guess I could have taken that whole fucking section out of the out of the rumor mill because it was all true. But whatever.
Oh yeah, it was already confirmed. That's all right. We wrote it.
Fuck it.
We took the time to write about it. Might as well talk about it again.
Exactly. Well, all right.
Into
For
the
the
news.
news, we only got one thing of news here, which is good because we are kind of running long today. No big deal. Number one and number only. A growing wave of outrage is targeting Visa and MasterCard, as reported by Polygon, following the removal of adult games from platforms like Steam and itch.io. Consumers are actively organizing to flood the payment processors' customer service and executive lines with complaints aiming to overwhelm their systems and force a reconsideration of policies rightfully perceived as censorship. This coordinated effort makes it clear that financial companies are overstepping their bounds by dictating content on digital storefronts, potentially setting a precedent for broader control over creative works.
Mm.
Oscar, I don't know if you saw this, but at the end of the Polygon article, they added a quote from a Reddit thread where the user said, um, "There's really only two things that can unite gamers: hate campaigns and gooning."
Absolutely.
That's so fucking accurate, dude.
Very accurate.
So accurate. But
Um,
yeah, we talked about this last week. But did you have any new thoughts on this update?
this is one thing of many, it seems like recently. Also, the reason I was doing this is because I was hoping you were going to say this is good news.
Oh, I didn't even see it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But
I was trying to be all fucking like honed in to the reading
just so
because
people don't think I'm an idiot, but I was hoping you would do the joke again. But this seems like one. Excuse me, Jesus Christ, I need water too. Fuck. Um, it seems like one of many issues I've been seeing online recently that I guess because of law changes, especially in the EU, they're actually starting to censor a lot of content online, like not just on Steam, but like also on X and Instagram and all the different like social media websites. Like they're starting to implement age verification things
Oh
online,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
people are like finding ways to get past them by like scanning like Gmod characters to unlock it. It seems so weird to me, but yeah, I think that this is similar to what's happening with like Steam, but if it's an EU law, I don't think it should affect America, should it?
No, but the fact that that's a thing at all is kind of fucked up. Yeah, like
It's kind of crazy.
if you want to go to Nexus Mods and download some Gooner mods for whatever name a game, you
You gotta
gotta
flash
like,
your face. Yeah.
yeah,
You gotta
what the
like
fuck
age
is that?
verify somehow or and like use your face, scan your face somehow. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but yeah, you have to like age verify stuff now online,
Yeah, yeah,
which is
like
kind of shifty. I don't know if I feel comfortable having my image scanned
no,
onto
you
websites
shouldn't.
that
That
that don't have the best track record of keeping people's information private, you know?
yeah, no, yeah, these fucking these uber wealthy companies, Visa and Mastercard, it's basically a duopoly from what I've like. They really have no competition. They're basically bypassing the First Amendment, trying to regulate what the public engages with. Like they're the ones that need to be regulated. Like you're a fucking public tool. You process my legal tender for my legal purchase and fuck right off. Like the long and short of it is, if what I'm buying with my earned money isn't illegal, it's none of your fucking business, you know?
Absolutely.
And what were they called? Something Shout? The little
Oh, the
cucks that put this
Australian.
whole, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Collective Shout, I think is what it's called.
Mhm.
These fucking little cucks. Like they've kind of set it up, like they kind of set it up already in a kind of genius way to make it look like if you're fighting against this, that you're cool with sexual assault and Epsteining kids, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said last week, like you said last week, and like so many other fucking people in the world have said, like if we lay down on this, it'll just be the first step of many, and then we could probably look forward to that same kind of law that they're looking at in the UK. But like it could be for anything that triggers, you know, the you know they can always
Yeah,
hide behind the think of the kids crap, but like
there's absolutely no line in the sand. Like these types of people or entities, I guess I'm going to call them entities, could really go after anything.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
like
there is no line in the sand.
I don't want to see this get any worse, man. Like obviously I couldn't give a fuck less about the adult games that got banned or whatever, but
Yeah,
you
I
got
couldn't
to
care
look at the
less.
full,
But
got to
the
look at
thing
the
that
picture.
scares me is like the infringement on freedom of speech. You know, like that. I think that is a part of freedom of speech, and just the freedom to do.
To be creative, man, to like have your
Yeah.
creations out there. Like that's what the ESRB is for. Like we created that back in like the 90s because of what
Mhm.
Mortal Kombat. I forget what the other game was called. But like because of those, we have the ESRB, which tells you straight up like this is for adults only. You know, these are for mature audience, this age and up. These are for everybody. These are for teens, whatever. You know, like that's what we created that for, is to keep the government out. But like I said, like these guys aren't the government, so
Yeah.
they're able to find this little fucking uh, a loophole basically to say like, well, they're gonna threaten Steam and itch.io and tell them like, hey, either you take this shit off of your storefront because we disagree with it. It looks bad to our brand. Our brand, Visa and Mastercard. Fuck you. Like,
Yeah.
or we're just not going to process any of your payments. It's
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of
I
like
think
one of the biggest vendors. If you work at a retail store, it's as if like your biggest vendor is just like, well, either you just take it or we're gonna sell our shit to your competitor. And obviously they're gonna bow down to that.
I think the intention behind it is good, but like with anything good, it can seriously be used in the wrong way
Yeah.
to benefit like things that people don't want, you know? Like I completely understand what they're trying to do, but I don't think they're executing it in a correct way. It's very vague.
Yeah, I don't like it at all, man. I don't like
Yeah.
it at all. But we'll
Yeah,
keep a
this is a
keen
very
eye on this.
it's a confusing topic that's multifaceted. But like you said, we will continue to keep a close eye and open ears on
Fuck yeah,
this
dude.
situation. Hopefully, it
Indeed.
doesn't get much worse than that. Because honestly, I don't trust companies at all. Like if they're starting to do the whole age verification bullcrap, and like I'm having to scan my ID or my face, like I don't feel comfortable with that. That seems really fishy to me.
Yeah. No, 100%. And they'll always be able to hide behind this, oh, it's for the kids. Think of the kids, but it's the same thing at like big corporations when they're sitting there telling you, "Oh, your safety is number 1 to us." You know? What a fucking
Yeah,
crock of shit. You don't care if I live or die. You just don't want me to get hurt on your property because then my hospital bills are on your fucking dime, you
your
know?
dime, it's out of your pocket. Yeah, pay
Right.
me.
Right, and
Yeah,
hospital bills get fucking pretty massive, dude. So it's like you can hide behind that excuse all you want, but anyone who thinks for a fucking second about what you're saying, they can see through the fucking smoke and mirrors, man. It's a bunch of bullshit. So,
it's so crazy though, because the problem with arguing against this is because it makes you it could people could spin it to make you look bad, you know?
no, yeah,
Like
exactly. That's what I'm
if
saying. Like,
you're against this, like you must be a pedophile, you know, or you must
right.
be on some gooner shit, right? But it's like, no, my fear is I just don't want them to overstep that boundary.
No, exactly. Like they set it up so well to make it look like that. Like, you're exactly right.
Yeah, like it's such a difficult thing to talk about it.
But yeah, we can
'Cause,
see through your bullshit. Fuck
yeah,
you.
they could spin it to make you look like a pedophile. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, ain't
Extortion
gonna fucking
type
happen,
shit.
bitch. Ain't
Maybe
happening.
extortion maybe is not the right word for this, but
No, it's not.
you know what I mean? It's like blackmail. You know, they could blackmail you. Like they're gonna take your face from your driver's license or from like scanning your face. They're gonna use AI to make you look bad.
Put you on one of those lists where like what is it called when you have like a sexual like a known like a registered sexual offender in your neighborhood and they have like little
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, that could be
there's like
like a
apps.
possibility. Like imagine you get flashed on X really quick. Like it's not even you. Like
Tell you what, how
you
about
get
we
like.
stop giving these cocksuckers ideas?
I'm just thinking outside the box here.
It's
You
like,
know?
ooh, what if they fuck us in this way?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
they're sitting there with their pen and ink, just
Jotting everything down exactly.
their pen
Got
and
the
ink.
NSA like. Yeah. Anyway,
Anyways,
moving on. Let's get to the
community
community
corner.
corner. Yeah, fuck the government. Never trust the government.
Ever. Or these uber wealthy fucking assholes don't give a shit about you at all. Anyways, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna get mad.
Moving on. Okay.
Moving on.
All right. So for community corner this week, we have our question that we
Yes.
asked our fellow gamers. Have you ever been burned by a pre-order? Which game was it, and when did you realize you wasted your money?
Money.
Um, our boy Kevin actually responded pretty quickly to this one.
Hell yeah.
Um, he says the pre-order that really disappointed me was Battlefield 2042. He says he played the beta, stating that it was filled with bugs. Oh, wait, filled with bugs, obviously, but it's just the beta. Launch comes out, it's almost the same. The game feels really weird and just not the same as other Battlefields before. Like the graphics and gameplay felt like it was a downgrade. Um, I know you're a big fan of Battlefield. Do you share the same sentiment with Kevin? Did you ever play
I
Battlefield 2042?
fuck no, dude. I was watching the fireworks from the sidelines because I remembered after Battlefield 1, I loved Battlefield 1 and I was really looking forward to 5, but then there was that whole controversy leading up to and after release and a lot of people said it wasn't as good. like for real, outside of just people saying, "Oh, it's not realistic. Women on the battlefield, duh, dumb. Not in my realistic game or whatever." Um, it actually turned out to be a really good game later, Battlefield 5. But when they announced 2042, I had no interest at all. I was just gonna sit there and watch and see what people said, and everyone said it was absolute dog shit. So I stayed the fuck away from it. And that's why
Was
that's the main reason I'm kind of trying to hold myself from getting too excited about Battlefield 6. But
6, yeah.
but
Was
yeah,
2042 a more futuristic?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
if I
They
remember correctly.
I
Yeah, because
remember in the
it was a
trailers there
shift
were like a lot of
from.
skyscrapers and like fucking tornadoes or something.
Oh, I do remember that.
You do? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So
the tornado thing is the thing that like brought it into my head.
yeah, I feel bad for Kevin here, man. So he kept it.
That
He
sucks.
I think he said he went back to it a few months later and he just couldn't get into it. So he just kind of ate the cost. Poor guy.
Si, senor. Next, our boy Pat answered with, "I don't believe I've ever been burned, so to speak. I don't pre-order games very often. The only time I do is if it's for a series I really love and trust. If there's ever been issues with it, I've probably ignored them because I just have so much love for the series, and that's fair too as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Um,
That's kind of the smart way to go about it. Only like pre-order from someone that has yet to let you down and that you're I mean, like I don't necessarily pre-order Kojima games, or I'm probably not going to pre-order Judas, but I'm going to want to, you know.
mhm.
Just
Yeah, because
because I love their games, you know.
yeah, Judas is by the same creator of Bioshock, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
If it ever fucking comes out, I'm going to be there, man. I'm going to want to pre-order it, and I might actually do it because Ken Levine has never let me down personally, so I might decide that he's worth the investment, and I don't think he's going to let me down, man. But, you know, I felt that same way about Cyberpunk, and I anyways, I'll get into that. Never mind.
Okay. And for our last comment, Ray, he says he pre-ordered Madden. He forgot what year, and it was trash. Simple
I,
as can be.
I love his responses. They're so funny to the point.
Yeah, you got to know what you're getting into with Madden. It's basically the same game every year, you know.
I
I
wouldn't
think
know. I've only ever bought one, and I think it was like '06. It was
I
fun.
remember I remember him telling me about that when he got that game. Like he was so disappointed. He was actually like pissed off. He said it wasn't good
Just
at all.
ruined his mood.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I guess I'll try again next year.
What about you, bud? Have you ever has there ever been a game that's burned you?
Yes and no. I mean, I was kind of getting on the cyberpunk situation there, but like I've said, I know I've said it on the podcast. I bought a computer specifically for that. So it wasn't that bad, but when they said they were going to fix it and make it better, I was like, okay. And I uninstalled it immediately after like maybe 10 or 15 hours.
Mhm.
And then once 2.0 and Phantom Liberty dropped, I reinstalled it, started over, and holy fuck, what a game, dude. So goddamn good. But actually, uh, like, I wasn't just on the hype train for No Man's Sky. I had my own little, like, fucking private suite, you know? My own little, my own little private cart on the fucking hype train for No Man's Sky.
Mhm.
Not because I had like infinite health for hell I'm sorry, infinite faith in Hello Games, but because they were basically pitching me my dream game, you know?
Mhm.
Like outer space and its vastness and the wonder behind it all has always been my biggest fascination in life, and I know that I'll never get to explore it, so I turn to games and shows and movies and now books, also thanks to you guys at work, to
Mhm.
satisfy that desire. And so, what's his name? Sean Murray, I think his name is, from Hello Games. He came out and he was like, "Dog, explore the cosmos and planet-sized planets, the game." And I was like, "Sold." You know, obviously everybody knows that it was a total bust at launch. And I remember I sank a good like 20 hours or so into it, trying to convince myself that it was good. And I was in such denial, bro. It was so bad. But everyone also knows that No Man's Sky is probably one of the most well-known redemption stories in the history of the medium. So it turned out okay for me years later, and they're still fucking dropping new updates for it and new expansions all the time, man. So you gotta hand it to him. He didn't just turn tail and run with his millions. None of them did.
Yeah.
So kudos to them. They're making that game amazing. And yeah, once in a while I'll still get that itch to like hop into a spaceship and just disappear into the infinite, and I'll either turn on No Man's Sky or Elite Dangerous. And yeah, if anyone out there has any outer space game suggestions for me, please let me know. I'm always on the lookout for more because I love that type of shit. Elite Dangerous is great. I love the I love like the simulation feeling of driving the ship itself. Like it's so fucking cool, but like it's a very I wanted to say monotonous. It is kind of monotonous. It's a very ponderous game. It doesn't really respect your time much. So, but it feels cool to fucking fly that ship around though. Holy shit. And then No Man's Sky is just more like, just resource gathering and go from planet to planet, explore the planet, get sick of it, get the fuck onto another one. Kind of
Move on.
exactly.
Yeah.
How about you? You ever been burned by a pre-order?
No, I actually share Pat's sentiment here. I don't really pre-order games much. I basically did the same thing you did with Cyberpunk. That was probably the only like proper game that burned me. But like, I'm sure if I'd played it, I wouldn't have had any issues because I bought it on Steam. But just hearing the negativity behind it, like when it first released, um, and then
So
the
you
develop like
bought it on release?
yeah, I did. I
No
pre-ordered it.
shit. No shit.
Yeah.
I didn't
Uh,
know that. I know you had it. I didn't know you had it since day one. That's awesome.
yeah. Um, but yeah, because of the negativity and like the developers saying that they were going to fix it up, I basically put it away for the longest time, and I still have yet to play it. But
Yeah,
I would
totally
like
worth
to
it.
now. I definitely have an interest to play it now. But that's the only game that comes to my mind. I don't usually pre-order games. I wait to hear what people say.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's gotten much easier as we gotten older, man. But yeah,
Absolutely.
anybody out there, man, like what you ever been burned on a pre-order? Tell us about it, man. Want to hear about it. What were your
Please let me know.
experiences? But yeah, that brings us to the glitch out, man. Check us out. TikTok, Instagram, Glitch Ass Entertainment. We're now on Spotify, so check us out there. Please consider leaving us a good review if you feel so inclined. We would really appreciate that. I know that's kind of like a little script I'm reading here, but still, I just want to make sure that I let you know we would appreciate that very much.
See,
Um, yeah, subscribe, bell icon, motherfucker,
motherfucker.
motherfucker,
Motherfucker.
motherfucker. Till next time, keep gaming and glitching, baby. See you next week.
Bye bye.